In Malaysia, alternative payment schemes like Buy Now Pay Later or BNPL and the Easy Payment Plan or EPP have become increasingly popular, especially among adults aged 21 to 45. These schemes allow consumers to manage their spending by breaking down payments into smaller monthly amounts. BNPL is typically offered through apps like Atome and Grab Pay Later. It allows users to make a purchase and split the total into 3 or 4 interest-free payments. For example, buying 300 worth of clothes using Atome means paying 100 upfront and the rest over the next 2 months, with no credit card required and approval is usually instant. EPP, on the other hand, is offered by banks through credit cards. A good example is Maybank Easy Pay, where purchases over a certain amount, like 1,200 for a laptop, can be converted into fixed monthly payment, usually over 6 to 24 months. As long as payments are made on time, no interest is charged. BNPL works by offering fast, flexible payment through third-party apps. At checkout, the user selects a BNPL option like Grab Pay Later or Atome. They usually pay 1/3 of the total amount upfront, and the remaining 2 payments are auto-deducted monthly, without interest if paid on time. There's no need for a credit card or detailed credit check, which makes it easily accessible. However, late payments may result in penalty fees or account suspensions. EPP, in contrast, is tied to a credit card and usually activated for purchases above a certain value, like 500 or more. For example, with Maybank Easy Pay, the customer can convert a large purchase into fixed monthly installment, commonly over 6, 12 or 24 months. The process either happens instantly at partnered merchant or later via online banking. Approval depends on credit eligibility, and while interest-free periods are offered, failing to pay on time can trigger high interest charges similar to regular credit card debt. So in short, BNPL is quick and app-based with short tenures, while EPP is more formal, requires a credit card, and offers longer installment plans.
Let's take a look at how BNPL and EPP benefit consumer, especially in today's digital economy. First, we have flexibility. This scheme offers various payment options that suit different financial situations, whether it's paying in 3 months or 12 months. Consumer can choose the plan that best fit their cash flow. Second is budget management. BNPL and EPP allow consumer to break down large purchases into smaller, more manageable payments. This helps avoid financial strain and keep monthly expenses under control. Finally, cashless spending. This service encourages digital payment, often integrated with e-wallet. It promotes safer, faster, and more convenient transactions, which align with Malaysia push towards a cashless society. In short, this feature make BNPL and EPP attractive, especially for young consumers who value convenience and control in their financial decision.
BNPL and EPP can be permissible in Islam as long as certain conditions are met. Installment payments are allowed if the total price is fixed upfront. They must also be based on valid Islamic contracts like Bai'ul at-Taksir. However, any form of interest riba or uncertainty gharar is strictly prohibited in Sharia. Religious scholars view BNPL as conditionally permissible. There's a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ bought goods on credit as long as the terms were clear. Scholars stress the importance of avoiding riba and unethical fees. They also warn against using multiple BNPL services at once, as this can cause over-indebtedness and financial harm. While the CAC of Bank Negara Malaysia permits BNPL and EPP as long as they follow approved Sharia contracts and reflect real obligation. They must avoid riba and follow Islamic legal maxims. Any late payment fee must only cover actual cost, ta'wid, not profit. And most importantly, this scheme should align with maqasid Sharia, especially Hifzul Al-Mal, to protect consumers' wealth.
And now we go to the consumer trend in Malaysia. In Malaysia, consumers aged 21 to 25 are mostly students or fresh earners who tend to spend on fashion, gadget and entertainment using BNPL platform like Shopee Pay Later and Grab Pay Later. Those aged 26 to 35 are young professionals who use BNPL or EPP for larger purchases such as electronic, furniture and online courses to help manage their monthly budgets. By the time they reach to 36 to 45, consumers become more disciplined, preferring EPP for planned expenses like home renovation, healthcare, family travel, and education. Now we're looking at income level. P40 users rely heavily on BNPL for essentials like groceries, utility bills, and smartphone, but they also face a higher risk of falling into debt. M40 consumers generally use EPP more responsible for home appliance, travel, and healthcare, as they have better financial stability. Meanwhile, T20 users use EPP mostly for luxury goods and high-value items, mainly to take advantage of perks like cashback or reward points. These are several survey data, report, and interview. The first one is a recent survey by Shopee Buy Now Pay Later service that show 81% of over 40,000 Malaysians use BNPL. The second one is about 73% of BNPL users belong to the B40 income group with monthly earning below 5,000 ringgit. And the last one is there were 5.1 million active BNPL users with most aged 21 to 45 years and earning below 5,000 ringgit per month.
Now, let's go through our key recommendation to ensure the responsible use of BNPL and EPP, especially from an Islamic perspective. First, we propose financial literacy program. Educating the public on budgeting, debt control, and the risk of BNPL is crucial. Many people misuse this service simply due to lack of awareness. With better knowledge, consumer can make more informed and responsible choice. Second, all BNPL and EPP contracts should be Sharia compliant. This means the term must be transparent, fair, and free from elements like riba or exploitation. Ethical financing must be enforced to maintain consumer trust. Third, we recommend spending limit based on income. By limiting excess according to a user income level, we can prevent overspending and encourage better financial discipline. Fourth, implementing cooling off period is important. This gives consumer time to cancel or reconsider a purchase, receding impulse buying and regret, especially for non-essential items. Lastly, we suggest introducing credit monitoring and reporting. By tracking BNPL and EPP usage in credit report, users will become more accountable and aware of their debt, encouraging more careful spending habits. Now, how do this align with Islamic wealth protection principle? Under maslahah or public interest, this step help protect consumer from harm and promote long-term financial well-being and balance. Meanwhile, under Sad al-Dari'ah or blocking the means to harm, this recommendation help prevent overspending, future debt trap, and unethical behavior, all of which are discouraged in Islam. In summary, responsible use of BNPL and EPL isn't just a financial goal, it is also a moral and Sharia obligation.